Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure, it's an honor as usual being out here in nature, being grounded and connected. Bring this message of self-realization to you, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. That's the reason why I want to speak to you today concerning the reason why I wear a mask against the pandemic. And I say plandemic, not pandemic. Most people believe that it's a pandemic, but if you really think more deeply, you would realize it's all a plandemic. And I'm gonna go into everything and explain to you where I am really coming from. But before I go any further, I wanna just reach out to those who might be listening to me for the very first time and let them know what is the basis of my teaching and what it's really all about. Okay, now I teach that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. That the Bible is not literal, neither is it secular history, and that it was written symbolically. I also taught that from Genesis 1 to Revelation 22, it's all a great psychological drama, and that the Bible have no reference to anyone who existed thousands of years ago or to any actual event that took place on earth thousands of years ago. It's all have to do with your mind. We all have to do with your thinking. So it's a book of mind science. Now, when you come to realize that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency, then you would realize that this body is a mask. And you've been wearing this mask. And you're told that the Christ is wrapped in a vest, a cloak, dipped in blood. This is the vesture. This is the robe that is dipped in blood. Now, let me share a little experience with you. I remember one night while I was asleep, I could have feel my spiritual self fitting back in this body. And it felt like when a person is putting on a jacket, it's like when you're putting on a suit. That's how I fit back in this body. It's like I went on a journey, I came back and I was fitting back myself into this body. So yes, this body itself is a mask. And in this body, we need oxygen. So the plant gives off oxygen and we give back the plants carbon dioxide. So we need oxygenated blood flowing throughout our body all day, so that we will have a balanced pH also, so we can keep our body fully alkalized, that we would operate in a state of balance. Therefore, breathing is very, very, very vital to your thinking, to your existence. For example, if I was to take tape and tape your mouth and tape your nose and say tie up your feet and your hands that you can't do anything at all, you're going to suffocate and you're going to die because you're not getting enough oxygen in your lungs and in your system. And you're told in the Bible that God breathed the breath of life into man, man became a living soul. This body is the visible soul. And the soul is the invisible body. And it is the breath of life. So the very life in you is just consciousness, pure consciousness. For example, if you die right now, and you've been weighing 195 pounds, that is exactly what you're going to weigh, 195 pounds. because that which is within you is formless. Therefore, when you listen to the news and you listen to what they're telling you about the coronavirus, and they get you to put on a face mask, they're actually getting you to continue to hide from yourself. They're getting into your psyche, and they are proving that the energy of fear that they are using through the media is working on you. Because if you think of something that you want, you will attract it. And if you think about something that you don't want, you're going to attract it the same way. So when you put a face mask over your face with the mindset that you're protecting yourself from the coronavirus, it means that you're thinking of the coronavirus and you're thinking that you don't want to get the coronavirus. So you're actually thinking about it. So you're going to attract it because you're thinking about it. But when you, within your mind, realize that we are living in an illusionary world and it's all an illusion, and that death is an illusion. When you understand that the very life in you is the source, you realize that the only thing that is real is your consciousness. You realize even this tree that I'm touching that seems to be solid, it's not really solid. You'll understand mind over matter. You would understand that your spirit just having a human experience. So yes, my brother and my sisters, they're using fear to control you. And when we think about a mask, who will put a mask over their face? Only a robber and a thief will put a mask over their face. It is someone who do not want to reveal their true identity will put a mask over their face. So you're hiding from your true identity. You are hiding behind a mask. Now let me show you that in the scriptures also. It tells you of a young man who was naked and he was out of his mind and he was in the tombs and hiding behind the tombs. And these tombs are the circumstances of life that you are hiding from by religion, politics, education, and all of these things that they give to you, so you can take them as a cloak to hide behind of them, from facing your true self, from facing that you are the creator of all your circumstances, and that man is not the creature of circumstances, but circumstances, they are the creatures of man. So that's the whole story in the Bible of the insane man is a man who's hiding from his true self. Is a man who's been captured by fear and believe that he's a victim. So there are people who believe right now that they are victim. They believe that they are victim concerning their pension. They believe that they are victim concerning their rights to education. They believe that they are victim concerning going out to their work and doing their job, when we are actually living in a digital age and there's so many opportunities that is right before their eyes. But fear is keeping them blind. Anyone who is in possession of a cell phone or a laptop, they can generate money because we're living in a digital age. And we ought to discover whatever ability that we were blessed with and use that ability to reach out to humanity. So yes, my brother and my sisters, this whole pandemic is to bring fear upon the people and to control those who can be locked down. Now, the only thing that they cannot lock down is when you know who you are and you are in control of your mind. And you take full control of your mind. No one can lock down your mind. So all those who are putting face masks over their face, they're under the real lockdown. Because the real lockdown is not because you're at home. Because those who are in the right frequency know that while they're at home, they have to meditate. They know they have to practice deep breathing. They know they have to come out and get the sunlight. They have to drink pure water and drink a lot of water. They know that they have to come out in nature and be connected. They know that. And they will put those things in place. And they would use this whole lockdown as a way to elevate themselves and to expand themselves. While others would use it to become more idle and become more shut down within their mind. Because the real shutdown is taking place in the mind. The real pandemic is taking place in the mind. It's happening in the mind. Because remember, all things exist in the human imagination. So even those who are looking forward for vaccination, that vaccination have to be developed first of all in the minds of someone just like you. Whether is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, it doesn't matter how much doctors come together, it still take thoughts. It still have to be energy, vibration and frequency. Everything has to still first be a thought, everything has to first be imagined, it still has to first be mental. So the real disease in your mind is fear. And that is the real shutdown, that is the real lockdown. Now, the so-called churches, where they gather and they used to use scripture to tell you that you must not forsake the assembly of yourself, because they never have the right concept of the true temple, the true church, the true house of God. The government system have them locked down. So religion is on lockdown, but those who are spiritual, they cannot be locked down. You can lock down the religious mind, but you can never lock down the spiritual mind. Those of us who are spiritual, we using this opportunity to vibrate higher, to expand our spirituality, because we know that we are spirit having a human experience. And we are to be ruled by the energy of love. So we are vibrating under the love energy, not the fear energy. We are looking inwardly. We are not looking outwardly. That's why we're not subscribing to the news and what they have to say. We're not having our ears open to listen to what the presidents of the world have to say and what the religious leaders of the world have to say. We see everything being exposed. We see the religious system being exposed. We see the political system being exposed. We see the educational system being exposed. The people all around the world who believe they have to take their children and send them to school to get an education. You realize right now they use it online education. You realize that you can really homeschool your children. There's enough program on the internet that you can put in place and really homeschool your children, so that the system will not have that amount of influence on your children, and you can teach your children how to be connected out with nature. So my brother and my sisters, all those people with masks all over the face and those who are believing the news, they are the ones who are actually locked down. But we are not locked down, because we cannot be in any form of lockdown, because we are in control of our minds. We are in control of our destiny, because we come to realize that our true economy is our mentality, because it is our own thoughts that is creating our reality, and we are responsible for our thoughts, because we become what we think about. Whatever you give your mind to, that is what will become your reality. That's why, my brother and my sister, I'm encouraging you to look inwardly. I'm encouraging you to come to the realization that your real identity is your divinity. And that is why you will not bow to any pandemic. That is why you will not be calling for vaccination. Because you understand that all this thing is just an illusion. So my brother and my sisters, that's the message I really want to bring to you, to show you why I'm wearing this mask. And I've been always wearing this mask. I will always wear this mask, and this is the only mask. And I'm not going to use any other mask. I have nothing to hide behind of. Because as long as you discover your true self, you have nothing to hide from. So all those who hiding behind a face mask, they're actually hiding from themselves. And they're actually using those face masks to suffocate you. So you won't get to breathe in this good air that I'm breathing in. So that you won't come out and get the lovely sunlight that you're supposed to get. For your body, for your healing. Everything was given for our healing. Nature is here to heal us because we are one with nature. We are one with the earth. There's only one universal consciousness. Everything you see without, it is within. And if you believe that there is a virus within, then you would have a virus because, as I said before, everything exists in the human imagination. So those who actually believe in some virus, they believe in it, they're conceptualizing it. So, one of your mental faculty, which is a perception, you're supposed to be the master and lord over your perceptions, what you perceive. So all those who perceiving that yes, there's a virus and it is killing people and I have to protect myself. If you protect your mind, then you will actually protect yourself. So this is where you have to protect your mind and don't let no one lock you down by having you to think a certain way. Because as I said before, this is all about fear. This is all about control. So it takes the strong in this time to stand and really believe in themselves. This is the time you have to exercise your mind more. This is the time you have to write your affirmation and recite your affirmation more and more. Repetition is very important with your affirmation. You have to do your affirmation that you believe it so much that nothing in this world can stop you from achieving your goal. So this lockdown is time of empowerment for us who are spiritual. For those of us who know that we have to look within, because the answers of life, it is within, not without. It's not in a vaccination. So yes, my brother and my sister, I just want to wake you up with that encouragement to realize that this is the mask. This is the only mask. And God is the one that lives behind this mask. And God is your own human imagination, which is the creator in man. So use your imagination to create your reality, because consciousness is the only reality. That's why, my brother and my sisters, there's no other place to look for healing but inwardly. You heal the mind, then you're going to heal the body, because the power that makes the body heals the body. So that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much. I just want to encourage you to stick with that mask that you're born with. Stick with that robe that you've been clothed with. And you don't need nothing to suffocate you, to stop you from get your rightful breathing and your rightful thinking, and to stop you from coming out in nature and get the proper sunlight and to be connected. You know, united we stand, but divided we would fall. They want to keep people divided. So they come up with things like social gathering must be forbidden, and social distancing and so on. It's for the separation. So my brother and my sisters, we have to connect our mind through the ether, because we understand that we are electrical and vibrational beings. So those of you who are connected with me right now, let us keep this frame of mind whereby we just keep looking inwardly, and we believe in that the only mask that there is this body. This is the only mask, and God lives behind this mask, because this mask is the house in which God, the creator, resides, which is our own human imagination, which is the creator in everyone. So that means, my brother and my sisters, if you're listening to me for the very first time, what I'm saying, if it's making sense to you, it's resonating with you, then it is for you. And if you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Let me just remind you, as usual, that this message I bring to you, it is the single eye, Yes, yes, yes. The single eye. The single eye message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 says, if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. My brother and my sister, hadn't it been that single eye has been opened in me, and that light has been opened in me, where I ascend up on high, as like a fiery being, after I would have heard the unearthly wind, and after I would have experienced the mighty, mighty shaking, a great, mighty shaking from within, and understand the scripture, what it really means, and come out of the grave by bossing my crown chakra and realize I roll the stone away from the place that is called Golgotha, where I've been crucified between time and eternity. And now I'm bringing this message of self-realization to all of humanity. That is why I always give you the symbol of the single eye, and saying to you, don't let no one deceive you of this symbol to be an evil symbol, but that this symbol is the symbol of the all-seeing eye of God in you, which is your imagination, the creator in everyone. For you will have an awakened imagination, and you will come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. You will come to realize that the sun, as in the S-U-N, parallels the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. So the sun parallels the human imagination parallels the sun. And you're told that the Lord thy God is a sun, as in a S-U-N, and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. And the sun has never withhold any good thing from you. And also in Malachi 4:2, you're told also that the sun, as in the S-U-N, shall arise in you with healing in his wings. So my brother, my sister, when you look more deeply, you will come to realize there's no S-O-N, as in Jesus Christ of 2,000 years ago, that can ever be known as the light of the world. For no S-O-N can ever exist unless there first be the S-U-N. That is why my encouragement to you is to use your mind power, which is your solar power, your sun power, your creative power, your God power, to achieve your every desire. And do not wear no artificial mask to protect yourself from any corona, because it's all an illusion, and your only mask that you should be wearing is the one that you're born with from your mother. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.